Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we're going to be doing a HydroCore alternating side-to-side clean, also called an alternating pendulum. The single side pendulum is an exercise we always like to work because it tricks us into using our hips better for one side. We always do equal numbers of reps on both sides. Isolate, isolate, and then integrate. This is an integration video where we took our right pendulum or right clean and our left pendulum or our left clean, and we are going to connect them at the top with a 180-degree rotation. The HydroCore is really fun because when you catch, you sit down. This is a really annoying rotation. It's more annoying than it is with heavy clubs. It's more annoying than it is with maces. It's even a little bit more annoying core contraction-wise than it is with kettlebells. That's good, we're looking for that. Every apparatus that we use, even if we're doing similar exercises, will challenge our body in new ways and cause slightly different load patterns, and that's what we want. The more things we do, the better we get at loading in weird rotational ways. I always compare this very much like a nerd to the 18 weapons of Shaolin. So in normal Kung Fu, you have 4 weapons. You have spear, you have staff, you have straight sword, and you have broadsword, which is essentially peasant machete. And then you have 18 weapons to make you good at those 4 weapons. The 18 weapons just load your body in a bunch of weird ways and teach you to do all the same patterns with different lengths, different weights, different centers of mass, and that makes you overall a better athlete. Old school trick, it's a couple thousand years old. We're sticking with that trick. There's no reason to change it. So we have our kettlebell, we have our club, we have our mace, we have our HydroCore. A HydroCore has an annoying core load. That's good. We like that part. We're going to point our feet straight ahead. We're going to take the side with the valve. We're going to have it face our body. The empty side of the bag is the side that's away from us. We're going to start with that side-to-side swing. We are going to get it up. We are facing 90 degrees off center. Here is the really interesting part. Rotate 180 degrees across to the other side. Now we're going to do a pendulum on the other side. So I'm starting with my opposite side leg, and at the bottom I will load the same side leg. I catch. I rotate 180 degrees. I'm going to drive with my rear leg now. The rear leg is changed, and pop the arms. Load same side leg, catch. Rotate 180 degrees. Rear leg drive, arm pop. Catch, 180 degree rotation. Rear leg drive, arm pop. So what you're going to notice is that I'm sitting mostly in my rear leg. As I rotate across the center, I'm going to drive up a little bit, like I'm standing all the way up, rotate, and sit back in the new rear leg. Stand up, rotate, sit back in the rear leg. Stand up, rotate, sit back in the rear leg. Add the pendulum. You will notice that this move looks really Kung Fu-y, and that's because I'm doing it super Kung Fu-y because I used to do lots and lots and lots of Kung Fu. What we called empty stance, where you would rotate to one side and it would be out in front. We are taking that one side empty stance and changing it to the other side empty stance. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. One of the great things I love about mace, HydroCore, heavy club is that they all teach you to do weird rotations that don't exist in a lot of Western types of training, but which I think are super valuable ways of loading your body. They're very different from how people normally load their body in Western schools of training, but I think that they're fantastic. All weight swinging all the time, which is a very natural human thing to do, and loading yourself into these weird spirals. This weird spiral is something that you use a lot to generate leverage power. This trains that exact thing very well.